Hi everyone, Tanya here. Welcome to today's video. I'm super excited to share with you how I transformed a little corner of our basement into, I guess, our little school room area for this upcoming year. And I just wanted to share this video and show you how, whatever it is that you're deciding, whether you're doing homeschool, distance learning, hybrid, whatever it is you're deciding, a mix of both, or you're flying by the seat of your pants day by day, I just wanted to show you an easy, affordable, you guys know me, ideas that kind of to share with you of what I did. And so if you're interested in seeing that, definitely stick around and see what I did and how I transformed this space. So if you guys saw in the beginning, I'll have a link or show of a kind of our basement. This is the area that we're in. It's honestly a catch-all place. There's like a little kind of makeshift guest bedroom, which is a mess right now. There's our laundry, there's a bathroom, and then it was our play area, but we're trying to make it into kind of a school space. And my kids, honestly, like many of you, maybe you're kind of figuring things out day by day. It's always changing. We are doing distance learning through our school for my kids, but I do have kids that are age 6, a first grader, 4 for a pre-K 4 student, and then I have a kid that is almost 3 and he was doing ECFE classes. So each kid is in a different program, a different schedule, and so it's honestly, we're kind of taking it day by day. But I just wanted to create a space, whether we are going to continue distance learning or, who knows, maybe one day we'll fully homeschool. Like, I don't know. I just need to see how my kids learn and how they do. I'm open to any ideas. And so I figured either way, it'll be a good space to have for distance learning. And even after they do go back to school eventually, or, whatever we decide, it'll still be a nice space to have to sit down and do homework. So no matter what, the space will be put to good use. And I am also, if you guys don't know this, I am a licensed teacher. I'm K through 12 ESL teacher, and I have experience working with all those ages. Currently, I do teach adults, but I do have experience working with little kids, and like I said, or bigger kids, all ages. So I just kind of want to walk you around and show you that you don't need to spend a million gajillion dollars and do every single idea that you see on Pinterest to have a space to be able to learn. And even if you're just at your kitchen table, that is a-okay. You will do amazing. But if you are thinking of maybe like, what can I do on a small budget or in my small little corner, here, let's get into it and I'll show you what I did. This is our little corner of our basement. As you can see, it is still madness over here because we've just been all over and we're moving everything around one thing at a time, right? God's grace. A little every day. I can't get it all done. So I'm, it is what it is. So if you guys can see here, this is our wall color, and our basement's kind of this tannish color. And it's just, we've had so many things happen in this basement. It's used for so many different things. It really was beat up. And so I've been wanting to paint it, and finally I at least painted, which you can see I still have to do the tops, but we'll get to it. But I just wanted to set it up because we have started doing some school things, that this is kind of my designated school area. And so just even having it right now painted has been so nice. The kids have been excited. They're excited for what's going on. Oh, say hi to Thor here. He's joining us for the video. So I just wanted to create this little space. So painting right there, that is already very affordable. And you guys know me, whenever I try to organize or do things, I try to use what I already have. I didn't have a very large budget for this, so I just wanted to show you everything that I did. And it's not completely perfect, like there's still things I want to change, but it is what it is. Like I said, I have a limited budget right now, so I did the best that I could. And hopefully maybe some of you guys understand that. Stop, if you can kind of see, I'll go from this corner. This is basically our space. I think it's a great size. It's not obviously as big or huge as like maybe a classroom, but it works. And so right here, I just took, this is an old couch that we already had down here. And it's like a super old 90s, early 2000s couch. I just have found like an old couch cover that we had, put it on there so it looks somewhat more decent. But this is great if the kids want to sit, hang out, if they don't want to work at the desk, they can come here, or whatever, they can go there. Then this is really cool. It's a little table, and underneath, I don't know if I can pull it up right now, but it is also a train table. It flips, but it has little storage there. I actually got this for free from a friend of mine. Her kids outgrew, they're getting rid of it, and we took it. So this is really great also because my youngest is 2, almost 3, but this will be a great way to entertain him while I'm working with the older kids, or even, you know, if I'm doing an art project or whatever it is, it's a good way to be able to split the groups, or the kids, you know, whatever. So this is, again, this was free to me. I was very fortunate. Definitely check out. You never know, you know, what friends may be getting rid of things, or Facebook Marketplace, but I got this totally for free. So this is kind of our middle of the room divider. Really excited for this. Also, like I said, great storage at the bottom, like for Legos or trains, Play-Doh, whatever it is we're going to be doing. This is a great space for that. Then over here, and the other thing I want to say is this is also always evolving. I think that's like teacher 101. Don't always be set in your ways, because kids always change, situations always change, just even with all this COVID stuff. So, you know, I'm always open to things being, you know, changing if need be. May not always be this way. But this is kind of our little mini organization, I guess, corner. This is kind of like the teacher cart. So I have some extra supplies in there. This is like my stuff. There's my computer. So like the kids know that this is my area. Please don't touch it as of right now. Then this is, again, I already had this cart. So this, you know, I already had it from years ago. This is, I moved this down from my son's room upstairs. He wasn't really using it. So again, this was also, we already had this. I just moved it down here. I already had this. It's from the Target Dollar Spot a few years back. And then I did buy this from Amazon. I'll try to remember links down below. But it's just a whiteboard, and I didn't attach it to the wall because I want to be able to, if I need to, you know, sit at the desk and I need to move, I want to write, whether I'm standing, sitting, you know, wherever I may be, I want to be able to move it around with me, or if maybe I'm sitting on the couch. So I did not attach the whiteboard. Just from my past teaching experience, I want to be able to be mobile, you know, even if we go outside or whatever, if we're doing a lesson, I want to be able to take the whiteboard with me. But this is more for me to use, you know, kind of with them. So I did buy that. I think this was $16 I bought it on Amazon. And I didn't buy a super huge size. I think this size is really great for our little space. Now I want to kind of give you an organization of what is down here. There's not too much, and again, I didn't buy too much either because, again, a limited budget, and you don't even have to buy all these things, but I just thought I would show you some things if you do come across them, or, you know, give you ideas. So I found this in the Target Dollar Spot. I believe they are, yeah, $3, and they were a set of 8 blank books. And I love this idea because back when I used to teach my kindergartners and, you know, my early elementary kiddos, just having, if you can see, we already started doing some homeschool stuff, just giving the idea to combine art, and if they're pre-literate, they're just starting to write, to read, this is really great to work on labeling, just to get their creativity out. This is also a good filler activity to do, and it's a great way to keep track of their progress. So for example, this is my oldest, and I wrote down, for example, this is one that he did. The prompt was, what would you like to do with mom and dad? You know, if you could do something right now with us, what would you want to? So he had wanted to go to the mall, so he said this is, you know, he drew it and he labeled the mall, so he's working on his writing. And again, you can keep track of progress. My daughter also has one, and I like that there is multiple books in there. So you don't have to obviously buy books, but I think, you know, you could even take a notebook, but I really like these, and I like that they were nice and small. And again, for the price, it was really great. But having some sort of art, you know, notebook, something I think is really great. And also, again, to track progress, it's really cool to see their growth. I did that all the time with my younger grades, and they really loved it. And it's also a great thing, again, as a parent to have. So those go here for us. Nothing else really there. This is our kind of like workbooks. This is everything that I have. Again, you don't even need these, but there's just ones I've gathered over the years and with my kids. So here we have one that I got recently for my youngest son. If you don't know, I speak Russian. I'm from Ukraine, so I do part of like our homeschooling. We will be doing Russian lessons as well, but I got one of these workbooks for my youngest, working on shapes and colors. Then these I picked up in the Target Dollar Spot. Again, you don't need to spend tons of money on workbooks. Like, I think some people are like, I need to buy like a super expensive curriculum. You can, but you don't have to. Again, there's so many different things you can use. And if you'd like to see a video on that, like as a teacher, let me know, I can do that. But I just got this one for my oldest son to do money and telling time. He already started on it. He was actually really excited. And I just put the dates on everything, so I just keep track of when we do it. And then This is for my daughter. She again also already started. It's the same or different. And these were only $1 each. So I picked up a couple of those. This is one that I ordered on Amazon. This is one thing that I did. I think it was $5. This is for my oldest son. I did want to work on spelling because I didn't know how it would be through distance learning. And this was something I did want to work on. For sure, I wanted to have him work on his spelling because I do think it is important. And he actually really enjoys this kind of stuff. We're all big nerds in our family. So yeah, and I like this that I can, you know, use it from year to year. I can make copies. So the whole book is $5, which is, I think, a really great price. And then again, these right here are ones that I've already had. These are ones that I just got at the dollar store, you guys. These are so great. Just little workbooks. Because again, kids, depending I guess on the age, but kids are not going to be spending hours and hours just doing worksheets. That's not what learning is. I did have this handwriting book, which I had gotten for free. And then I have these again from before. These were Costco ones, like they're erasable, like dry erase board books. You kind of have a little bit of everything. These are also just fun to have, again, for like filler times. If one kid gets done with an activity before another one, you can give them one of these to work on. But this is just kind of our spot for all of our workbooks. Then here, I just have some little bit of activities. I just put this chart that I got also in the Target dollar spot. I think it was $5 for this one. This is just kind of an extra, you know, again, sorting activity if you want to do it. There's little things that come and you can sort them, you know, into the little things. The only tip I will give you is make sure that if you do buy this in the dollar store or the dollar section at Target, just check, because in past years I have bought, and sometimes like a letter will be missing, or there will be two of one card. Just double check the cards, and you know, I don't know, I've just noticed that. So just a little tip for you guys. Then down here, this just kind of has some of our this is our Russian like read aloud book that we're doing, some fairy tales, just a little bucket in case, I don't know, catch all bucket, you never know. So I just have that there. And then each kid, this is one thing I still haven't gotten the final details, is I got these little bins. They were $2. I know you can find them in the dollar store, but I haven't had a chance to go. So while I was at Target, I picked them up. They were $2 each. So this one is for my son. This one is for my daughter. And I also got, these are so great. Let me show them to you guys. Picked up these adhesive rectangle label pockets. There's 20 in here. These are amazing just in general for organizing too, like bins, toys, anything in your house, not even just school related. But I picked up these and I didn't even know, but I realized later they fit perfectly into this little spot here. So I am going to stick a piece of paper, you know, with my kids' names. So each one has one, my older two. So they each have their little bin, and they know that, you know, whatever they're working on in case we don't get it done, whatever, they each have their own bin. Right now in their bin, the only other thing I have is I did order these. This is something that I used to do a lot when I, again, worked in the K-5 district. When I was in the schools, we did this a lot with Manger students, and I saw a lot of success, and I bought these for my kids because, again, I know distance learning a lot will be online. I don't really know exactly what it's going to be like, so I still wanted to have like hands-on and working on handwriting. I think that is important because it does help with things later on down the road as well. So that's one thing I did want to purchase, and again, I'll have links to these down below. I think they ended up being about $11 or $12 each. You can also find them on Amazon, but I bought them directly through the Handwriting Without Tears website. This is for my daughter, and what I really like about this, I don't want to go into too much detail because this video will be a million years long, but what I really like it is the progress of how they kind of build on letters. They kind of, you know, teach you, for example, the frog jump capital. So those are all the letters that kind of you have to jump to the top to write. And so they kind of build on that, and they have this square like model. It's very helpful for like beginning learners especially, but they build on each other. It's a system. So for example, like after my daughter's done with this one this year, she can get, you know, like the first grade one, and they build on each other and slowly become more difficult. And then there is also cursive. So I did get those. Those are in our bins here. Then moving forward, again, if you see that it's kind of blank, that's on purpose because I want to be able to have pictures, have printables, have things, you know, up here, whatever it is that we're working on. I wanted to have space to expand and grow. I didn't want to just clutter it all right now with everything possible and just have it be too much. I didn't want that. I do also want to display their work. So that's another tip I will say for you. Don't feel like you have to have everything beautiful and perfect and everything all set up right now. Like, expand and grow as you are doing your learning. The one thing I did have here, which this letter is not listening to me, is I did put these little stickers of the Russian alphabet because I just wanted to display them somewhere. I figured if we kind of have this little space here, I might maybe have a little rug or something, I don't know, but just to have this little corner here, just to have them displayed, whether they're sitting at the table working on their Russian or, you know, they can kind of see that too. And then if you guys see, I also have this rainbow border, and it is the alphabet, and it's just going all the way around. And those were in the Target dollar section as well. They were $1. And on the back, you could either have this rainbow one, which I picked because I just thought it was more colorful, or there's like the black and white. So if you're going for a more minimal, like chalkboard kind of vibe, you can do that side. I did the rainbow color. I just kind of thought it looked brighter and happier for this space. And what I liked about it too is I used it obviously for a visual, and I didn't put it all the way up, if you notice, because again, my kids are younger, and this is a little tip from also my teaching days, is you want them to be able to see, you know, what is it like. So if they're sitting here in chairs, they're still able to see, and you could even go lower, but I thought right there was okay for my kids, because if you put them way up high, it might look nicer, like aesthetically, but your kids will not be able to really use it or be able to reference back to it when they're working on their writing. And the whole point of this space is you want it to be also usable, not just like look cute, you know. And also what I liked about the border is that it kind of created like a perimeter again, kind of reinforcing where our educational space is, because I think that's helpful for children to have like, you know, like a set space. So I thought that was also really helpful. Like they know it's kind of like a visual reminder, like, yep, this area is our, you know, learning space. So there's that. Again, only for $1. Super nice. Definitely, if you don't see a Target, check out the dollar store. They have great resources too. Then another thing I did buy was, I realized one thing I really wanted to have was a like school calendar. This I got on Amazon. I think it was about 30 or 30, it was less than 35, I think, but that was one thing that I was wanting to spend money. And the reason on that is, just I remember from when I did teaching with my younger students, sometimes the concept of time is so difficult to grasp or to understand, but yet they are so curious and so excited to talk about things that are coming and things to look forward to, and just in general like what's around them. And especially like during this weird like COVID pandemic time where sometimes like we as adults lose track of time, I just wanted to have like a space for my kids. And it's such a fun tool though to talk about too, and just to keep track. So it comes with this blue thing, and then it comes with all the little cards. So there's like the month, the year, which I have to write in 20, but it also talks about feelings. So you can talk about how you feel that day. You know, maybe you're not feeling so great. So obviously the dates, but then it also talks about the concepts of, for example, talking about what was yesterday and what's today, you know, and learning that, because it seems easy for us as adults, but let me tell you, like when I worked with my students, like even my kids now, like I have a 6-year-old and he still is like, what was it yesterday? What's tomorrow? Like, you know, so it's just very helpful. And again, talking about the weather, there's different activities to talk about the season. And then the nice thing is you can store them all neatly, all the different cards in here. They all come with everything. So everything's in here for like holidays as well. And they did come with a bunch of blank ones. So if you wanted to make your own, for example, personalize it for your family, you know, for like it's dad's birthday or, you know, so-and-so sibling's birthday, whatever it is, you can do that. So again, I really, really recommend this, because again, this can be used even if we go back to school, you know, and I don't know whether we decide to do full homeschool or not. I think this will still be helpful. So definitely recommend that as one thing. That was one of the first things I did buy and spend money on for me personally, because I think it is very helpful. And yeah, definitely excited about that. And then right here, this was just, again, this was kind of for decor purposes, but also I just wanted to have, again, just some color, but just for like geography. I found this, it's like felt in the Target dollar section area. It was $5 for this map, and then it does come with felt shapes. As you guys see outlines, you match like different animals or different like things like fruits or veggies that correlate with that state. So it's just interesting. It can also be a matching activity, but I just put it up like this as a display because I think it's just colorful and something, you know, to have kind of for decor purposes. But if we do talk about geography, it is there. And then just for our table, where my student, my fuzzy student is lounging. Hi, Thor. I just have this old table that is our old kitchen table from when we first got married. We had it in storage, so this was free, and we got it as a hand-me-down to start with, so this was always free. And then I found this thrifted old tablecloth, I think for a couple dollars at my thrift store, so I put that on top. And what I do like is not having a super expensive table. If we do decide to do art or whatever on here, I don't mind. I'll just take this off, and I don't mind if this table gets messy. So there's that for our sitting space. We do have to just bring out some chairs. We have some old chairs in storage, and we'll be using that. Again, those are free. And then for school supplies, the only thing really I did was I just got some markers from Target and a box of like the Target crayons. I think they were like 25 cents. And then I did buy a set of these. These are ones that we used in our books, but I got a set of watercolors for each kid just because I think having their own and being able to be creative. These are the Crayola ones, and they come with a really nice brush, and I think they were $2 each at Target, but I did buy those. And then just a pair of scissors. I do have some kid scissors I gotta bring down, and some glue sticks, but that's pretty much it for like supplies. I do have some pencils, but you know, like I didn't go anything too crazy. I didn't buy individual sets for every kid except for the paints. So this is it. So this is pretty much our whole space here. If you see, I guess on this side too, there's our bathroom. This whole space is still work in progress, but this is our library area. This is one of our bookshelves. Here I have books divided by series, some like noise books, some bigger finding books, and then board books and paperbacks. These are leveled readers. These are Russian and Spanish books. These are also some leveled curriculum that I had. But if you guys like to know more details or questions, if you have anything about, you know, what our favorite books, series, etc., any reading tips, let me know. But this is pretty much it. And as you can see here, I mean, it's pretty minimal, but I think it will work really great, and it's on a budget. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully this gave you, I think, maybe just some motivation, but also, I don't know, a sigh of relief that you don't have to do everything super organized and super amazing and super Pinterest worthy. And just don't get overwhelmed and burden yourself feeling like you have to do all these 7 million things to feel like you have to learn, because your kids don't even need this to really learn. Like, kids are brilliant, they're amazing, and you as a parent are doing great, and as a teacher I'll tell you, you will do amazing, do the best that you can. These are weird times, and I just have faith in you guys. And if you do have any questions, leave them down below. I will try my best to answer. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel recently. If you haven't, I do hope you consider subscribing before you leave if you love this kind of content. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Wishing you all the best as you start in your school year, whatever it may be like. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.